What's going on, everyone? My name is Miles. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to give you guys an Apex Legends character tier list. I think the tier list for the Legends has changed drastically since the Season 3 launch. So without trying to stretch any of this out, I'm just going to hop right into it. Now, this is in no particular order. I'm just going to go through all of these Legends randomly, and we're going to start off with Gibraltar. Now, I do think Gibraltar, honestly, is an S tier Legend right now. He has gotten a huge buff in this last Season 3 launch, and I think he is really good, especially with his new Dome Shield passive. Just the idea that he has a gun shield to take those extra shots, and he also takes less damage than everyone else really is a big deal, especially at a high level lobby, because every bullet kind of counts. And also his ultimate is really good. So I think Gibraltar is an amazing character for Season 3, especially for rank, and so that's why I have him at an S tier rank. So going on to number 2, we have Caustic. Now I think Caustic is an A tier rank just because his gas does affect his teammates and kind of blinds them and makes them to where they can't see and stuns them a little bit, makes them walk slower. And if it was not for that, he would without doubt, without question, be an S tier ranked Legend. But he definitely is an A tier, very well deserving of it. He's a really good Legend, someone really good to use and very powerful for someone who knows how to use them. So continuing on with the list, next we have Wraith. Now you guys obviously know that Wraith is an incredible Legend. She is extremely good at the game and super useful for ranked play. Her portals are really good for rotation. Her phases are really good to get out of fights, to get out of sticky situations, and to also avoid ring damage. And she is just a great player. She's been a great Legend since the launch of the game, and I think she will continue to be an S tier ranked Legend for a very long time. So coming up next on the list, we have Crypto. Now honestly, I hate saying this, but Crypto really has been so underwhelming. He's been very bad at a high rank, and he's just so easy to counter. Like, it's just so easy to drop your body armor. It's so easy to just phase out with Wraith. It's just so easy to shoot his drone and just make him completely useless. And I think he's just really not good at this rank. So that is why I have Crypto actually at a C tier. And I look for him to get buffed sometime soon, hopefully really soon, because I think he's a cool guy. I love his lore, I love his backstory, but he's not really useful, and honestly, he's not that good. So next on the list, we have Lifeline. Now Lifeline has kind of been back and forth. In Season 1, she was extremely good, someone very useful. Season 2, she was halfway useful, halfway decent. I did not like, and I still don't like, the fact that her drone is not capable of living in the ring, and that it only takes one tick to kill the drone, and you can't heal off in the zone no more. I think that was really cool for her. I thought it was really useful, and I thought it brought a really cool heal off meta to the Apex scene, but they wanted to take it out, and that's fine. But I think she's definitely a lot better now than she was last season, simply because Crypto can counter Watson, and because of that, I've seen a lot less people use Watson and a lot more people use Lifeline, because the gold backpacks are kind of common, and if you can get a Lifeline with the gold backpack, it can be really game changing. And so that's why I have Lifeline at A tier. So next on the list, we have Mirage. Now I really like Mirage's charisma. I love who Mirage is. I love his cocky attitude. I think it's something really cool about him. But honestly, I do think it is about time for them to buff him again just a slight bit, maybe for his ultimate to last a little bit longer, maybe for there to be 0 footsteps whatsoever. I'm not sure, but I just know that he does have a good concept. I do like his sneaky and aggressive offensive style abilities, but it just seems like he's not quite as useful yet as the rest of the Legends in the game yet. And so I do think that they should maybe buff him just a slight bit, maybe, like I said, adding a little bit extra time on his ultimate or something along those lines. But that is why I have Mirage at a B tier. So next we have Pathfinder, and obviously Pathfinder is an S tier Legend. He's just really good with his mobility, and he's honestly just super important for getting high ground and for getting away from situations. Any character that has some sort of escape, I just think is really good, and Pathfinder is no exception whatsoever. He is just incredible, and in ranked and high level and even public matches all around the board, he can just create a lot of openings, and he is a super good Legend. So that's why I have him at S tier. So next we have Watson, and if you were to ask me last season about Watson, I would say she's around an S or an A tier Legend. But now that Crypto can nerf her, I'm leaving her at an A tier just because not many people, like I said, use Crypto yet. So she is still a really good option to use for ranked and to rank up, and one of the best characters in the game. She's kind of cheap because you just camp a house and just Watson trap it up for good positioning, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So next up we have Bangalore. Now Bangalore is one of those characters that have gone all over the place since the launch of the game, because the beginning of the game was all about kill races and not really about player versus player or pro team versus pro team, and it was just about who can get the most kills and the fastest amount of time. And because of that, Bangalore was a really good legend to use, and she still really is a good legend to use for rank. But I do have her at a B tier, not because I find really anything wrong with her. Maybe her ultimate is a little meh because it's kind of slow, but honestly, when you just compare her to the other legends, she definitely stacks up at a B tier rather than an A tier, just because those other legends offer a lot better abilities for ranked play. So I'll go ahead and give you guys the last two, which is Bloodhound and Octane. And the reason I do that is because honestly, these two are very similar in the fact that I think that they are pretty much pointless and awful. I think they're some of the worst legends in the game. Octane is one of the coolest legends. I love his personality. He's got one of the biggest hype factors in the new seasons and stuff. He's really cool to watch, but honestly, his abilities are so selfish and are really terrible for ranked play. His abilities are more focused around himself rather than helping his team in any way, but he is definitely fun to use in public matches, so I'm not saying that he's completely useless. Just in ranked play, just at getting better, just at winning games, he's definitely not your best option. And as far as Bloodhound goes, I just think that they need to continuously buff him. They have so many things to work on. I don't like the animation at all that he has to pop for his ultimate. His scan also takes really long. I don't know, there's just so much better options than Bloodhound, so that's why I have Octane and Bloodhound at a D tier or F tier or whatever you want to call it. Basically the tier that is the very bottom, that just means that you suck. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike to hurt my feelings. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this list. I hope you agree with it. If you don't, be sure to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. If you guys enjoy videos like this, remember to subscribe to the channel. I post every other day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.
And I think I got one. Yeah, and I think